Any other issues that may arise from the events that occurred last Wednesday will be handled at a future date by a different court. For purposes of the record, I want to make it clear that I am not changing or modifying the sentence I was in the process of imposing last week before I was interrupted by defendant's actions. In accordance with the laws of the state of Nevada, this court does now sentence you in addition to the $25 administrative assessment fee, $150 DNA fee, the $3 DNA administrative assessment fee, and $250 indigent defense fee, 19 to 48 months in the Nevada Department of Corrections.
1 week after being attacked, Judge Mary Kay Holthus out in Las Vegas, Nevada, sentencing the man who attacked her, but not for the attack, for his original charge. Those of you who don't remember what happened to the judge 1 week before that sentencing, take a look.
I appreciate that, but I think it's time that he gets a taste of something else because I just can't with that history. In accordance with the laws of the state of Nevada, this court...
Wow, and this was the defendant just moments beforehand making his arguments about why he should get another chance out on probation, how he had turned his life around and he was in a much different place. Well, not exactly, right? So huge developments in this case now because this defendant is now facing attempted murder charges with an enhancement because of the victim in this case of her age. So attempted murder. Jae Wan Jung from our great affiliate Scripps News Las Vegas has more details for us tonight.
For the first time, we're hearing the exchange between courtroom marshals as an angry defendant leaps over a judicial bench to attack a district court judge. The recordings reveal several medical units were called in and even a biohazard cleanup crew.
The defendant jumped over the judge's bench.
It's the leap seen across the nation. Now we're hearing the radio communications between courtroom marshals after out-of-control defendant Deobra Redden attacked District Court Judge Mary Kay Holthus. Redden's jump over the judicial bench has gone viral. Since the attack, the actions of the marshals inside that courtroom have also been under scrutiny. Channel 13 filed a public records request to dig deeper into what took place.
Just be advised, we received 2 duress alarms coming from the back of the house chamber.
The chaotic courtroom scene unfolded on January 3rd. Redden was in the middle of being sentenced for an attempted battery charge. That's until he didn't like what he heard and was caught on surveillance camera lashing out. Courtroom marshal radio exchange reveals more of the aftermath.
Be advised, 515's got a big laceration to his head. The judge hit her head into the wall, and I got an inmate that's bleeding up here. I'm probably going to need multiple AMR units here. So I'm also going to need a biohazard cleanup for a lot of blood on the floor.
The injured marshal, identified as Shane Brandon, needed immediate medical attention.
We need positive transport to UMC for a marshal.
Following the attack, Redden is now facing several felony and misdemeanor charges, including attempted murder and battery on a protected person. Redden returned to Judge Holthus's courtroom just 5 days after the viral attack. Judge Holthus finishing the sentencing that was interrupted.
When we were last here, arguments were concluded and the court had begun to pronounce sentence when an incident occurred.
Redden is currently serving time at High Desert State Prison for a conviction on an attempted battery charge unrelated to the judge attack. He's set to be back in court for the related charges on February 14th. At the Regional Justice Center, I'm Jae Wan Jung.
All right, preliminary hearing coming up on Wednesday. Nevada versus Redden. Let's bring back in our think tank. Darnell, we saw the video. We see what happened. We don't see what's happening behind the bench. He's alleged to have grabbed an object, and but for the law clerk first stepping in and then the courtroom marshal stepping in, prosecutors are saying this would have been a murder. Was this an attempted murder that we saw?
Absolutely not. First of all, that was just a preview of the Super Bowl because it was in Vegas, so it was an ad. It was an ad. Secondly, the judge herself, who I complimented on this very same show some weeks ago, said that she wasn't going to enhance anything about her sentence. She had her notes. She said this was an event that interrupted the sentencing. Doesn't sound like somebody who's saying that she damn near got, that she almost got killed. It was an event that took place. And now these prosecutors who overly prosecute are now going to go before a grand jury and stand there with the good faith.
Okay, if the law clerk doesn't step in, what happens?
Yeah, really.
If bailiff doesn't step in, what does he do to the judge? Darnell?
He could have assaulted her, but you have to have the intent to murder. I mean, do we forget the law? So he assaulted her, but why? How do you go? Normally, when you have an intent to murder, it's more than just a physical action. Is maybe words coupled by something. Like, did he say, "I'm going to kill you," or etc.? No, we don't have that. We don't have that. So what we have is the prosecutor going before the grand jury. The grand jury will indict a ham sandwich, so they come back with the true bill, and that's what happened. And so this is not going to go anywhere, and so it's ridiculous that they upcharge this.
All right, Al first, then Jennifer.
Okay, first of all, they had to charge that. They got to prove a point. Okay, you can't have people doing this in a courtroom. We've had judges' families murdered. We've had judges killed. Okay, we have to protect our judiciary. What this man did with that wall right behind her, I mean, she hit her head on the wall, that could have very easily killed her. Okay, he had absolute nothing but reckless disregard for her life and her safety. And if we don't crack down on people like that, then these judges are not going to be protected. And then people are going to be prone to do stuff like this. Okay, there has to be a point where we say that we have to protect. And this is what's happening here. And you know, kudos to her, the judge, for coming back and doing what she did and showing that temperament. That was phenomenal. But she deserves to be protected. Those court officers deserve to be protected. And a lesson must be demonstrated. I have no problem with it.
Jennifer?
I totally agree with Al. I mean, if you watch that video, the way he came at her, he leaped like crazy over that bench and went right for her. And, you know, it took a couple of men to calm him down and grab him, including the court marshal and law clerk. I mean, he could have really, really hurt her and killed her. So I agree with Al on this one. Absolutely, he should be charged. I mean,
it's taking three men right now to try to control him. If they don't jump in,
look at him.
He had there's some punches by the law clerk. I like that.
Yep, look at that law clerk going at him. I mean, it took a lot to restrain him. He was not backing down. He was going right after her.
We'd have a dead judge. I'm convinced we'd have a dead judge. Well, we'll see.
100%.
We'll see. We've got a prelim coming up on Wednesday.